have to allow Adobe to run some of the Flash programs, but you'll see that in a little bit. So first things first, you have to go to the right-hand side and click Get Started if you don't have an account. So if you don't have an account with GameStar, you're going to make your own username and then make your own password. Make sure your birthday, I think it has to be like 2008 or less, because you have to be at least 11 or 12 to have an account without your parent consent. So once you register, it's going to take you through like how to choose your safety, and kind of if you forget your password, it will reset it for you. But I'm going to log into my account really quickly, and then I'm going to kind of show you around GameStar Mechanic. So when you first log in, you should see, and at the top there's the little tabs too where it says Quest, Workshop, Game Alley, Store. The only ones we're really going to focus on are Quest and Workshop. So the Quest, this is unlock all of, so here's where you have to click, like I allow Adobe on my computer to run Flash. But if it doesn't do that, just refresh the page and it should let you back in once you click allow. So once you're in the Quest, each time you complete an episode, so you're going to do episode 1 through 5, but each time you complete a level, it's going to give you more sprites and avatars and blocks, and it's going to take you through the different elements of game design, and it allows you more features once you get to making your actual game. So in the free Quest, don't worry about premium. The free one is the one that we're going to do, and it starts it automatically for you. Click play, and it's basically going to take you through, okay, here's our adventures. You have to pass one to get to the next one. But the first one, I'm not going to play the whole thing, even though this one's easy. It tells you, okay, this is a scout. He's a bad guy. He moves in 4 directions. You have to get to the star. You have to pick up the keys. Here's your enemy, and so on. So each time you pass a level, those sprites will be available for you to use in making your game. So the more levels you pass, and you should be through all 5 episodes by the end of, the week, then you can make your game, and it'll be really good. So there are 3 ways you can play the game. You can use the arrow keys on your computer. You can use the numbers and the letters, or if you want to plug in a controller, you can use a controller. Totally up to you. Click I for inventory to see what kind of weapons you have, and then P is to pause the game, although these games aren't really very intense, so you won't need to pause it too often. So when you play it, I'm just going to use the arrow keys. This is me. Ooh, look at how good I am. Okay, so I had to get the key to open the lock. I'm going to open the next one. Let's see if I can go. Oh, okay, and then I won, right? And then you play the next level. So each time you're playing a new level, you're unlocking something new. It's going to tell you something new about video games. So you cannot lose all of your health, etc. This is your health at the top. In your game, you will have to decide how many lives your player is going to get. I usually give 3 lives. Sometimes you need to give more lives if there's more obstacles or there's more enemies. Eventually you'll see enemies that throw fireballs or that kill you instantly, or a boss where you have to kill them multiple times or they come back to life. And then there's different types of obstacles, like these are different types of blocks and like what they do. So that is playing Quest. Before I move on, I'm going to check our chat really quick. Does anybody have any questions on how to get to Quest, or how to play Quest, or kind of like what you're doing for the most part, for the Quest part, before I move on to building your game, which is your assignment? You can either talk out loud or you can write it in the chat, up to you. But if you're stunned silence or you're still sleeping, then I'll just move on to the next part. You have a question, Felipe?
Yeah.
Which part?
I never used the website. I don't know what to do.
Did you type in GameStarMechanic.com?
Yeah, I registered and everything.
And it let you sign in?
Yep.
So then did you go to Quest? So you can click the top button where it says Quest.
I don't see that.
At the very top of GameStar Mechanic, there's a button that says Quest. Or on the side part, there could be a button that says Quest.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. It doesn't show it anywhere here.
Can you share your screen with me so I can see it? Like it might be right here too. On this side, like when you first log into your account, it should say where would you like to go, and it will say Quest.
My screen doesn't look like that.
And you're on GameStarMechanic.com?
Yes.
Can you share your screen with me so I can see it?
Wait. Oh, I can't share when you're sharing your screen.
Oh. Okay, I'll help you at the end. I'm just going to go through the workshop part and then we're pretty much done for today. So, the second part, the quest part, is how you're going to get all of your abilities and how you're going to get your players and the different blocks and the goals and things like that, right? These are all different sprites that you're going to collect, the boss, and so on as you go through with it. So, when you finish the first 5 episodes of Quest, if you want to go on and purchase the program for $1.99, I think there's like 25 extra missions. But like I said, if you email me and you want a code, I can give you one. The second part, you're going to be clicking on Workshop. It's also at the top here. And it's going to kind of give you, okay, your GameStar badges. So as you complete episodes, you collect badges. And as you make your games, you're going to be creating or like getting badges as well. So classes, you're pretty much already in mine if you use your Oak Grove SD email address. So what you're going to do though is you're going to click Build a New Game, which is at the top. And it's going to take you to kind of I call it the game generator. So this is like a blank screen. So at the top, you should be in edit mode, right? You can toggle back and forth. So your new game, right? You need to name it. But what's going to be easiest if you actually put like your screen name in it, just so when I'm playing your game and using my screen, it's easier for me to tell who's I'm looking at. The game intro message. This is what pops up when you first start the game. Kind of like when I played episode 1 and it told me, hey, welcome to level 1, whatever. When you win the game, this is what's going to pop up. So obviously you can change these. These are just automatic messages that are already put there. But if you want to put like hints or I don't know, something that the player might need to know in the beginning of the game to help them be more successful in the game, this is where you would put it. So goals and rules. This is where you would say, okay, player, try to collect all the keys to get to the, I don't know, yellow star. I don't know, whatever it is that you decide you want the player to do, the action you want the player to take to be able to win the game, right? And you kind of need to, for the rules part, you kind of need to tell them what to expect in a way that if there is an enemy that's throwing fire, I would say make sure to grab your water gun from inventory before you start. Just so it gives them an idea of, okay, I need to get this weapon or I need to have this ability before they complete the level. Otherwise, you don't want to make your game so impossible that they can't win. Otherwise, it's not really fun, right? So on the bottom, tips and tricks. So you can, these are types of like hints that the person can press during the gameplay if they're lost or if they're just not winning, or if you want to say, make sure you get to this key before the time runs out, or, you know, you can also put lives. So like get the life before you start, you know, going towards the enemy. It could be anything you want the player to know. And then click save at the end. So I only have these 4 things right here because I haven't gone through all 5 episodes, right? So as you go through each episode, you can see more and more sprite places that you're going to get. So kind of, the more levels you play, the more things you'll have to use for your level. Where it says level 1, if you want to make more than 1 levels, you are more than welcome to, but on Saturday, you are only required to do level 1 to get credit. So I'm just going to make something really quick. This is my player. This is my goal. We'll put it down here. Here's where I want to put, like, I want him to go through this maze. You're basically just clicking on what you want to use, and then you click on the grid where you want it to go. Super pretty user-friendly. Okay, and then maybe I'll have an enemy here, or if you want to put a lot of enemies, or if you want to stagger them. I don't know. Whatever it is that you're trying to make the goal of your game to be. Like, some of you put so many enemies, it's crazy.
More enemies.
More enemies? I don't know if I could win if I put too many, though. Okay, I'm only going to put that many. So, then, when you want to practice play your game, go up to the top and toggle to play. And now, so this is me, and I'm using the arrow keys. And, okay, there we go. I got to the end of my game. Okay, so as you're building your game, obviously there's going to be backgrounds. Like I said, the more that you play the game and the more sprites that you collect, the more things that will pop up in your inventory. So obviously I didn't ever get to the point in my quests where I got backgrounds. So make sure you go through those quests 1 through 5 before you get to the building game part. Otherwise your game's going to be super boring. So you can edit it, you can play it, you can toggle back and forth as you're working on your game. At the end, you can save it, or if you need to take a break, you can save it each time, and it will save it to your account. And then at the end, you can publish it and then share the link with me, and then that is your assignment for Saturday. So, I know it was a quick time today, but I'm going to stay on for all of class time, and if you need help, I'm here for you. But if you don't need help or if you don't have questions, you're pretty much free to use the rest of this time today, because all 5 episodes, it's going to take you 6 to 7 hours to get through all of the episodes, which is why I gave you all week. And then your game, make it as great or as simple as you want to make it, and then publish that link and then share it to me for